everyone. Today I want to talk about altered chords. Just want to give you some suggestions for expanding your vocabulary of altered chords. Yeah, you might be familiar with this shape, or this shape, or maybe that one. Yeah, these are the typical ones that use for the altered chord. Yeah, but I'll suggest you to use quite a few more different shapes. You might be familiar with some of them. Yeah, and well, since altered chord is really related for the it's closely related to A flat melodic minor, which I always think like when you see altered chord, for me is like that's A melodic, it is A melodic minor, the melodic minor scale. Like, yeah. So melodic minor scale has a different chords within it. It forms 7 different chords, but I'm not going to go through all of them. It will take me a long time here. But I will cover a couple of shapes. So one of these shapes that you get is F half diminished. So F half diminished is a part of A melodic minor, A flat melodic minor, sorry. You hear it, it's really nicely, closely related. It hits all the notes there. Yeah. Okay. So this shape, because it's closely related to the A flat melodic minor, it should work over the G chord, creating that altered sound. So let me just play backing track, my double bass backing track. So there's 2 chords, G altered, go to C minor 6. Yeah. Okay. So I'm playing that F half diminished, resolving to C minor 6. Do it again. Okay. So works pretty nicely. I love the sound. Yeah, it's a really good note. Nice. So if F half diminished works, that shape so should work inversions. I forgot that word. So inversions should also work of F half diminished. So this is the root position. Yeah. Then you have first inversion. Don't know if you can see it properly. Yeah, we're just gonna adjust it. Yes. So that's the and there's second inversion. There's another one. I'm just gonna do it here, not to go too far into the neck, up the neck. So yeah, one inversion like that, another like that. Right here, the same as it was there. And one more is keep forgetting. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's see if it works with the double bass. Another inversion. Resolving. Okay. What about this one down here? To my ear, it sounds great. Okay, one more here. Up there, same as it was here. Okay, works great. I think it's really good sound. Right, so another 4 shapes. This is, really easily expandable vocabulary of your altered shapes. I mean, obviously you have to learn these inversions. which might be slightly hard, but once you get them, there's no way back. You know them. So this is the one shape. Then the second shape, second shape that comes from A flat melodic minor. This is B major 7 with flat 5 or sharp 5. Then both chords are really, really nice over G. That creates that G altered. So yeah, and also inversions. So you're probably familiar with this shape, yeah? This is a typical drop 2 major 7 chord, which is really used often in bossa novas or any comping style guitar. Something like that, yeah? You've heard that before. So instead of this one, you have to do some alterations. So 5 is right here, so you have to flatten the 5th or sharpen the 5th, creating this sort of shape. Really nice one with a triad there, really bright sound. Yeah, so this one, it should work also. Let's try hear it if it's G and go to C minor. Okay, B major 7 flat 5, resolving. The sharp 5. That's nice. Okay, let's do inversion. That's with flat 5, resolving again. We'll do sharp 5. Okay, another shape for the flat 5. That's probably familiar sound, yeah, isn't it? For the flat 5, same as this one. Let's do it with the sharp 5. Yeah, same as that one. Same shape, just slightly, sounds slightly different on the different string sets. Anyway, yeah, this is very nice. Another 3 shapes, so in total 7 shapes, 7 different altered chord shapes. Right, so the major 7 with some alterations, or actually if you count its alterations, that's even more. Yeah, that's like another 3, that's like 10 shapes. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's all to process. Anyway, so the only thing that you obviously have to practice is inversion of these chords. So probably starting with if you're not familiar with that major 7 chord, well, maybe you're familiar with this one, but not inversions of that chord. You should try learning inversions of that chord, which is slightly harder. So I used only 3 inversions of B major chord, because the one right here, the 3rd inversion, has this flat 9 interval, which is not very nice. So, well, some people like it, but you know, probably you're not gonna sound good if, well, you might. No, but actually, well, it depends on the situation. But you know, sometimes if you play that one, people might look at you, especially singers. They would be like, "Why are you playing this chord? Like, something wrong there." You know, when you get used to that sound, it's really nice. But whatever, you should kind of avoid that in some situations. So in the major 7 with this flat 9 interval is not very nice. Okay, so yeah, so 3 inversions of that chord, of major 7 chord, and 4 inversions of a F half diminished. Yeah, so there's a lot of shape you can use. You can also mix them up. That could be a good thing. Let me try to play it, see if I can do it. I'm gonna try to use a couple of shapes. So I'm gonna do this one. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, obviously you've got to practice that. It takes a long time to do, to get under your fingers, and that's only one key. If I tried to do in all 12 keys, oh, that would be difficult, you know. I'll probably struggle many of these keys. Yeah, so well, yeah, make sure you practice. You pick up one of these shapes. Just pick one of them, you know, like this one, for example. You know, just and make sure you know where to put it, and like, you know, try to use it in a real situation, like, you know, comping for someone, like in the band, like just one shape. Just try, you know, go on a gig and have this like objective. Every time I hit this dominant chord, I will use that shape, you know. So probably you get bored eventually, but you know, just so it kind of gets into your system, you know, like, you know, so it becomes the things that you use all the time in your vocabulary, one of the parts of your vocabulary. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. That's what I want to talk about today. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like my video, subscribe, share it with others. Really appreciate that. Helps the channel to grow. Yeah, and I'll see you again soon.